Welcome to Gorilla Studio 8. This is an exciting release in the Gorilla Film Scheduling and Budgeting series of software. And in this video, I'm going to go over all the new features. If you are not familiar with Gorilla, check out our many intro videos for a complete picture of how Gorilla can help you in scheduling and budgeting your film or video project. Okay, so let's get started. When you first launch Gorilla Studio 8, you can quickly see a summary of all the new features by selecting the What's New option down here. And I'm going to go over all the major new features. First, Edit Screenplay. When you go to Breakdown Sheets, you can now edit the screenplay right in Gorilla. There are two ways to do this. First, click on the Edit button down here, and you will go to the Edit Screenplay window. The other way is to select the Screenplay pull-down menu and get out of tagging mode by selecting Edit Screenplay. Now, the only difference here is that doing it this way will keep you in Edit Screenplay mode. So if you want to return to tagging mode, you will have to go back to the Screenplay pull-down menu and select Tagging Mode. Okay, so let's see how this works. If you wanted to edit a screenplay line, select it, and you will be in Edit Line mode. Here you can enter any text you want. Note that you are in action formatting, so you shouldn't add any characters or dialogue here in this window. But if you wanted to, you could do that. I will add a character here by clicking on the Insert button, selecting the Character option, and then type the name of the character. When done, click Write. To add some dialogue, click the Insert button underneath the character. Notice that the Dialogue button will be highlighted, and type in some dialogue. When finished, click Write. There is even a Format Assistant feature that will make sure your screenplay is formatted properly. In other words, dialogue follows character, etc. When finished, close the window, and the screenplay display will update. Now, if you wanted to tag anything in this new line, for example, wrench, since we are in tagging mode, highlight the word you want to tag and tap the spacebar. Select the category and click on the Tag button. Since I created a new character here, I should also tag that character as a cast member. The next feature is Print Screenplay. This allows you to print any scene from Gorilla. Click on the Print button and select one of the print options. Now, each scene will print on its own page, and although it will not adhere to the exact screenplay formatting in the Screenplay program, this is a great and quick way to print out any scene in Gorilla without going back to the screenplay, which is very convenient. Speaking of the screenplay, let's go to the next feature, which is the ability to export your screenplay back to Final Draft. To do this, go to the Project Manager. Select any Save option, and then select this checkbox here, Export to Final Draft. Then click Save. After the screenplay compiles, in this screen, select the first option, Export FDX for import into Final Draft. When complete, the FDX file will be placed on your desktop. Let's go take a look. I will go to my desktop and right-click the new FDX file. When the screenplay opens, all tagged elements will be tagged in Final Draft. As you can see, if a scene is colored, it means it has tagged elements. Click the Navigator button in the toolbar and select Tags. You will also see the new cast member and the prop that was tagged in Gorilla. Moving on to the next new feature in Gorilla Studio 8, you can now export your Gorilla schedule to Movie Magic Scheduling as a .scx file. So going back to the project manager, you select a Save option and then select the same Export to Final Draft checkbox. And you can see that Movie Magic Scheduling is also an option when you get to this screen. This time, select the Export FDX file for import into Movie Magic Scheduling. This will also create a FDX file on the desktop, but it will be prepped for Movie Magic Scheduling. Open the file in Final Draft, and in this format, you will see all the scenes of your schedule, but no character or dialogue, because Movie Magic Scheduling does not support import of that information from your screenplay. But if you select the Tags window, you will see all tagged information that was tagged previously in Final Draft or Gorilla Studio. Export the script as a .scx file, which is the scheduling export format. Then launch Movie Magic Scheduling and import the .scx file, and all the scenes and tagged elements will appear. The next big feature is a budgeting feature. You can now make fringe ranges in Gorilla Budgeting for cutoff purposes. This allows you to select a group of detail line items in the same account and group them so that the cutoff sums for all the grouped items. There is a great detailed video of this feature, so be sure to check that out to see how this new feature works. One of the biggest features is the full integration of KOALA call sheets into Gorilla. There is no need for a separate call sheet program, and no more exporting information out of Gorilla into KOALA. KOALA call sheets is now built into Gorilla with even more call sheet features, including many call sheet templates to choose from, adding quotes and custom lines, automatically getting weather and sunrise and sunset times, and catering and meals. And the best part is that each existing Gorilla 7 user can receive a free activation key for KOALA call sheets. Just drop us a line and request one. If you are new to Gorilla Studio, KOALA call sheets is an add-on to Gorilla, but you can try it in demo mode. Another requested feature from our users is the ability to tag a scene with shot, not shot status once a scene is shot. You can flag it here in the Scene Navigator. If you print your stripboard, you will also see the shot status with the green flag. You can turn this preference on or off in the stripboard Functions Preferences. Another big feature is the ability to import a budget from Movie Magic Budgeting version 10. To do this, click on the New Budget button, select Other Options, and select the Import Movie Magic Budget button, which still allows you to import a Movie Magic budget from version 7, which is their legacy version. We also have a brand new video explaining how to do this, so if you have the need to import a Movie Magic budget, check that out. Continuing on, Gorilla Studio now has a versatile scene timing feature, which allows you to track how long it will take you to shoot a scene. Going to Breakdown Sheets, there is a new tab here called Scene Timing, and you can enter as many tasks as you want. Here in this example, there are 4 tasks, each with its own estimated time. The time will display on the stripboard, making it easier for you to schedule your shoot days, and there is a new scene timing report. And yes, we created a whole new video just for this feature. By the way, all instructional videos can be accessed by selecting the Extras pull-down menu, then Training Videos. Let's head back to budgeting for this next feature called Hide Do Not Print Budget section. This feature allows you to hide any section both on the top sheet and for printing purposes. So if you wanted to hide the pre-production section, select Hide Section right here. This will gray out this entire section and change the totals accordingly. If you were to print the top sheet, you will see a new preference here, Select Sections to Print. And you can select one or more sections to print your top sheet. This is a great way to isolate different sections of your budget. Since we are in budgeting, let's do one more. And this feature allows you to duplicate an entire top sheet account, including all levels below it, which is a great time saver if you want to experiment with different accounts. Next, let's go to the breakdown. Before, if you wanted to delete all scheduled elements for a scene, you had to remove them one at a time. Now, you can select the Remove All Scheduled Elements from Breakdown sheet, and all scheduled elements will be removed in one quick keystroke. Of course, there is an alert, so that's always good. Let's go to Companies, a module not often used, where you can enter vendors and other companies needed for all production phases. You can now import a list of companies from Excel or from another schedule. So, if you have already manually entered a whole list of companies for a different schedule, you can efficiently import that list into your current schedule. The next feature is on the breakdown sheet, and it works with KOALA call sheets, and it is called Main Location. What this allows you to do is specify a location that will be your main location for the shoot day. So if you have 3 or 4 scenes scheduled on a shoot day with different locations, or even the same location, if you select this checkbox, you are specifying that this location will be printed front and center on the call sheet. In addition, this location, if you have a postal code entered, will be used to grab the weather using the Weather API integration. Back to budgeting. You can now block items on the 4th level. So say you imported a list of camera equipment from the Director of Photography, but wanted to block individual items. You can now do that, which will give you much more control over a sub-budget that someone sent to you. Lastly, we refined the stripboard synopsis options for printing your stripboard. If you go to the stripboard print design screen, you will see both character length and word length options for how to display your synopsis on the stripboard. So that about wraps up this video, including all the new features in Gorilla Studio 8. Thanks for watching, and have a great shoot!